How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams from the Hard Gainer Academy. Over here, we make gains in fitness and choose stocks to get your portfolio in shape. I gotta throw out the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. I am so excited to do this video. We're gonna be covering GME GameStop. We're gonna think about what is the price prediction going to be this coming Monday. So one of the things that we need to look at are the key support levels. So as you can see in the background, I looked over the chart and I found some levels or something that, have great significance to it. Because if the stock is not moving in the direction of these levels where we want it to go, then we just got to make sure, we're going to buckle up and be ready for the ride that's going to be coming ahead. One of the things that I want to cover very quickly before I get into this, the reason why this whole situation started is greed. A lot of hedge funds and institutions were shorting the hell out of GameStop. One of the things that I hate about shorting, hey, you're pretty much betting on the company to lose. One thing about GameStop, I have a lot of emotional attachment to it. Hey, I'm a gamer. I've bought my games there for a very, very long time. I'm used to going there, right? And I'm attached to it. So when I see, well, just because COVID happened and the revenues weren't how they were, it doesn't mean that they should go out of business or should be taken out of business. So that's why everything that you see going on right now, it is a cause. It is a fight to stand up. It's sort of like the David and Goliath type of a story. We're standing up for GameStop in the sense that, as far as short interest, it was over 100%. Over 100%. When I covered AMC, it was around, I think, 78 to 79%. GameStop is over 100%. So this is why it is so important that we focus on these two stocks, mainly GameStop, right? I know there's been other stocks that have been mentioned, but these are the two that should be getting your attention. What the media wants, and which I feel like we shouldn't be doing, is having our attention spread in so many different areas. The reason why we're here, because we banded together as retail investors focusing on GameStop, and then AMC came in afterwards. So these are what we need to realize and really focus, all right? So let's get into the key support levels. So last Friday, GameStop, so the Friday that just passed, finished at around 312, right, in after hours. So as far as Monday is concerned, we want to see a gap up. So if we see a gap up, then we know what has happened. Because all those short sellers, right, those firms and those institutions, the ones that can really move volume, that can really move a lot of shares, we're trying to squeeze them out, right? They were betting on the stock to go down, but it's been doing the opposite. So we know things are going in the right direction when the stock gaps up. There's definitely some market manipulation. There's definitely some market manipulation going on, but at the same time, we need to make sure that there's some momentum and there's volume, there's a lot of sentiment, there's a lot of people behind this cause. So I'm very, very positive that, we're going to see some great price action. But anyways, so the key support level is the $290 to $300 range. The reason why this level is so important, because it did a lot of consolidating last week at that range on Friday. We saw, hey, it was moving up and down, but it always seemed to retrace back to this area. So that's why it's super important. So tomorrow on Monday, we want to see a gap up. A good gap up, if it can jump up to, let's say, about 320, 330, even possibly 350. This is really good to see. So if we see in pre-market, there's a lot of momentum and the stock is moving to 310 to 320. This is a very, very good sign. And it shows that, the cause, the mission we're fighting for, it's working and it's reflecting in the price. But now, what's really important and we cannot forget is that as retail investors, the hedge funds, the institutions, they're going to be working alongside us. I know we see them as, you're the enemy, you're the ones that did something bad. But we need to realize most of the movement that we're going to see in that overall price is going to come from these institutions. As retail investors, we only represent so much of this piece of the pie. right? So one of the things that we need to look for are some of the hedge funds and the institutions that are on our side that are holding or going long, or they're probably doing both in regards to driving the price up. So this will pretty much cause a fight between the hedge funds and institutions that are going long versus the hedge funds and institutions that are going to be going short. And this is part of the reasons why we're here at the price where we're at. Yes, as retail investors, we bought up shares. We know what it's worth, so we're holding on to it. The big guys saw that and they're like, wait a second, we can move a lot more volume. That means they can make a lot more profits than we can. So they're joining the fight with us. But like I said, it's not every institution or firm who is doing this, all right? So now, what happens when we lose that 290 to 300 level? So what tends to happen, what might happen is that the stock could go down as low to the 250 level. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. It only becomes bad or only becomes a cause of concern if it breaks that 250 level. We've seen it, right? Go down to the low 200s and bounce back up. We definitely have seen that before. The reason why I'm communicating this with you is because of volatility. I want you to be able to stomach it, weather the storm. Like I said before in my previous video, only invest the money that you're willing to lose, discretionary income. Do not put your rent money, your mortgage money, your bill money, any of that kind of money into plays like this. It is just not smart. When it comes to emotions and when it comes to making the right plays, it's very easy for your emotions to take over and you end up making the wrong decision. But what I want to do caution is that you use the right risk management principles. I won't go into the details of this video, but to kind of let you know where I'm coming from, I'm planning to hold, right? Because I feel, and from what I'm seeing and from the technical analysis, looking at the charts and also looking at the option tables, again, it's looking very, very bullish for GME. And again, the whole world knows about it. Again, when you have volume, speculation, sentiment, people who are behind this, there's a very huge possibility for big upside. So to kind of look at my phone very quickly and to recap what I just covered with you guys, I probably might put a quick screenshot up of the charts that I made and so forth. I'm going to recap. 300 to 290 is the key support level. There was some consolidation here. That's why it's a support level. Then, if it could hold this level, then it can run to 350 or 370. Could this stock run higher? Of course it can. But me, I'm very realistic when it comes to my estimates. If it goes to 400 or 500, great. That is perfect. Hey, I'm not complaining. We're making some money. But at the same time, realistically, look for that 350 to 370. Part of the reasons being because it has seen these levels and it's had a little bit of support there. And like I said, if the level fails at 290 to 300, we can go back to $250. And there's a possibility where it can even pull back further than that. Again, there's going to be a lot of manipulation going on with this stock. So be prepared for the volatility that's going to be coming ahead. You got to have a strong stomach. You got to have some diamond hands. If you have some weak hands, I'm telling you right now, I want you to work on them. Get one of those hand those hand devices and strengthen those hands, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of things going on. Wanted to do this video so you're aware and you know what you can expect, because again, a lot of these institutions, when they're going at it with each other, you're going to see some things. And if you have the opportunity, buy on those dips. If it goes really low and it looks like you see some confirmation as far as it moving up, make sure you add on those dips, because from what I've been seeing, right, it's already hit $500. It already hit $5. So there's definitely a potential chance. A lot of people have been throwing $1,000 out there. Again, we don't know. But the fact that it already hit 500, it just shows you there's a possibility. There is that potential where this stock can get to 600, 700. Is that going to happen on Monday? I don't think so. If it does, great. But to be realistic, I'm looking at a range between 350 370, who knows, it might even get close to 400. And if it doesn't, again, keep holding. Like I said, I think someone asked me saying, oh, well, you know what? So how long do we have to hold for? Right? So it's going to be actually tricky to answer that because a lot of these hedge funds who are shorting, they're paying a lot of money, right? They have infinite resources. As you can see with Melvin Capital, all they did was go to another firm, I think it was 0.72, and get more money. So it all depends how much they're willing to bleed. They've already bleeded billions of dollars already. It all depends on how much they're willing to lose. Because at that point, certain firms and certain institutions might say, hey, I'm going to go long. And that's what's been happening. And we're going to ride this price up. And then they will decide when they want to drive that price down. Like I said, as retail investors, we only represent so much of the piece of the pie. But again, from what we have done in regards to holding, in regards to actually showing our cause and getting the world behind this stock, is helped a lot. All right. I'm excited, as you guys can see, and I'm actually a little bit tired, but I wanted to make sure I got this video for you guys. Hope you found it helpful, and you already know I'll be updating you guys so we could chat tomorrow. I'd also want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who came to the channel, and I'm looking forward to 2021 because we're going to be making some money, all right? Peace out.